Hey guys, Daniel Stringer here from Launch Home Care, and just wanted to take a few moments with you and share with you about 3 reasons why I almost didn't start my home care and senior care business. I think that's an interesting take to share, but I wanted to share it because I think we hear all the time why being an entrepreneur is awesome and why owning your own business is amazing, but we don't really hear some of the raw stories, maybe some of the raw reasons why successful people maybe wouldn't have done what they ended up doing to be successful. I'm kind of looking back in hindsight and sharing some of that information. So that's what I wanted to do with you today. And there really are 3 main reasons why I almost didn't start and did not succeed or continue and persevere through those first few months of starting my home care and assisted living placement business. And the first reason, frankly, was because I didn't have a lot of money. I had a little bit of savings left in the bank, and I was able to get a $10,000 startup loan, but that was it. And I was coming off of the somewhat of a downturn in my former business that I ended up just closing down because it wasn't doing well anymore. I'd owned a recruiting firm, and we specialized in the financial industry. And so when the recession really hit, my business took a big hit, and here I was without a lot of financial resources. And so starting this new business, I didn't have a lot of money, and I was really afraid as to whether or not this was going to work or whether or not I was just making a really big mistake. And so that was frankly one reason why I almost didn't do it. Second reason would be the fear of failure. And similarly to the reason why I didn't have a lot of money at the time was also the reason why I felt this way. I had been coming off of a business that was going down, and I had to basically close it down and really rethink about what I was going to do with my life. And so I was at a crossroads, and you know, on the heels of things not working out, you don't necessarily have a lot of confidence to start something new. But a lot of that's perception. You see, a lot of the reason why I was experiencing what I was experiencing was because of what was happening in the economy and what was happening in that recent experience. So I still felt the pain of it. But the reality was that didn't have to mean anything about me starting a new business in a new industry with new opportunities. It just felt scary. And that really had to do with the concept of feeling completely afraid of failure. I mean, I remember driving down the road during those first few months and just being petrified of failing, of the fact that this may not work out. And I was just so afraid of it not working, to the point that some days that I was just so stressed out, even though nothing horrible was happening that day. I was just so stressed out, and you might be able to relate with that feeling. So the first reason was I really didn't have a lot of money. Secondly, I really was genuinely afraid that this wasn't going to work out and that I was going to fail. And then the third reason why I almost didn't start this business was the fear of the unknown. And it wasn't even just the fear, it was the fact that I didn't really know very much about this industry. I was starting in a brand new industry where I did not know all the ins and outs and the real keys to success. I was testing out a lot of things, just learning from what I saw in the marketplace, asking questions, but I didn't have the playbook. I didn't have the step-by-step process on what works and what doesn't work. And so I literally would sometimes talk with some people who gave me a horror story about how their business failed, and immediately I would go, oh my gosh, is there something I'm not doing that is going to lead me towards failure? And then I'd talk with other people who were succeeding in this industry, and I'd feel comfort and learn that they were doing what they were doing, and then kind of copy that a little bit. But I really didn't know. So I felt a lot of times like, gosh, should I even be getting into this? I don't even know what I'm doing. And so those 3 things were genuine concerns and genuine reasons why I almost didn't start this business. But here I am, 6 years later, owning a multi-million-dollar business. But rewind even just a few years. If I go back to that first year, after 12 months, we were doing over $300,000 in sales. And then after 20 months, we were doing over $1 million. Now, in the grand scheme of life, that's a short time frame to go from being afraid of complete failure, not knowing what you're doing, and not having a lot of money, to generating over $1 million in sales in under 2 years. That is life-changing. And it really all had to do with me overcoming those reasons. Your reasons that you may be wondering whether or not it's the right thing for you are valid. See, my reasons were valid. I had real valid experiences that I had in my recent past that gave me those reasons to potentially not start this business. But regardless of if you have a reason or a fear, the reality is, if this is something that you dream of doing, if this is something that aligns with the values that you have for your life and where you want to see your life in the next year, 2 years, 3 years, 5 years, then don't let those types of reasons be the obstacle that keeps you from moving forward. Don't let them stop you. Fear will always try to stop you in anything that is worth doing, anything of real value. So don't let those things keep you from experiencing the dream. We're always faced with some reason why not to do something. And so don't give those reasons more weight than they need. I'm glad I didn't. Here I am, and I'm so thankful that I've been able to now, in hindsight, look back and go, man, I'm glad I persevered. I'm glad I pressed through those things and fought forward and started this business. And here I am experiencing amazing, amazing blessing in my life because of it. Well, thanks guys for watching. I hope that was encouraging. I hope that was helpful. Definitely, if you're watching this video anywhere else other than our website, check us out at launchhomecare.com. We post a lot of great content there and free videos. And then also leave a comment below this video and let me know, what are your concerns? What are your reasons why you're concerned about starting this type of business, and what's potentially holding you back? I'd love to hear from you and engage with you, and also hit like right below this video as well, and share it on your Facebook. I'd really appreciate that. So thanks so much for watching, and we'll see you soon.